What's up, guys? Greg here with Kzoo Keto, and as Stacy elected to mention in the Carbaholic video that she put out last week, I was at Gen Con all week, and we're talking 4 days of being away from home. What did I eat? What did I bring with me? And how did I lose 2 pounds while I was gone and back while staying keto? So full disclosure, I had a plan going in. So my plan is very simple. I'm going to keep on keto, and I'm just going to change my intermittent fasting window. I'm going to keep it the same. I'm going to keep it at an 8-hour window because that's going to be easiest to maintain. And when you're on vacation or when you're out, like that's generally what's, because I also had my kids to consider. I'm making sure that they're getting meals at the appropriate locations and times and stuff like that too. So I took it and I went from my normal fasting window of basically noon or 2 o'clock to 8, 6 to 8-ish area, and I shrunk it and I kind of changed it a little bit, and I moved it to 10 a.m. and 6 p.m. So I started eating at 10, I stopped eating at 6. That was my plan. What did I eat during that time? Well, I tell you, the easiest way to get keto food is to eat breakfast. So breakfast food is probably the easiest keto food you can get. And the reason is eggs, right? Eggs, bacon. Those are carb-free for the most part. There's a little carbs in them, but for the most part, it's super low carb, and you can eat it, and you can find it almost anywhere you go that serves breakfast. So that was my plan. First meal of the day, breakfast. There was a place, we ate it literally every day. The kids loved it. They got pancakes, they had options. They were happy. And I got an omelet. So I mixed up the omelets. I had 3 different variations of omelets. I had a baconado, which is basically bacon and avocado and cheese. It was fantastic. I'm not a huge I'm not a huge avocado guy, but having it with bacon and cheese made it even better. So if you guys don't really like avocado by itself, but you realize the health benefits of avocado and for the keto diet, you should definitely check out adding avocado to a bacon omelet. It's really good. Next, I had basically a meat and mushroom omelet. So bacon, sausage, ham, mushroom. Boom, get her done. That was fantastic. I had that twice, and then I actually opted out for I think it was a chili chorizo. So it had green chilies, it had chorizo, Monterey Jack cheese. Actually, that's what Stacy ended up on the last day too. And it was really good. It had avocado as well. So it was kind of a Mexican themed omelet, and it was really good. But I think as far as healthier wise, or lack of carbs, I think it was better going the other route. More meats, less veggies, just to kind of keep the calorie count down, because I had dinner coming and I wanted to make sure that I had a few carbs available for dinner, just because that's challenging at times, right? Speaking of dinner, so we skipped lunch and the kids supplemented with basically beef sticks and epic bars and stuff like that. So to make it to dinner, but we had an early dinner too, so it kind of worked out. So you know how when you're at lunch and you're on vacation and stuff, it sometimes can be challenging to stop. Yeah, that was us. So we're like, well, the kids didn't necessarily sign up for this, but this is kind of how I dictated things were going to go. So we basically, I gave the kids money so they could sit in the processed food line if they want. And that's one of the most challenging parts, because we're at the convention center and all the food is convenience food. It's pizza, it's breadsticks, it's chicken fingers. It's they had food trucks out. They're Thai food, they're Chinese food, all these carb-rich foods, and obviously I can't partake. They had a burger place. They had some burger places that are out there. They even had a place that you could eat steaks, but it was ridiculously expensive. There's no way I'm going to do that. So by skipping lunch, it let me go into another option to dinner and be a little bit more selective in what I'm actually deciding to eat. And to make it even more challenging, we actually had one of my friends that was with us. He eats vegan. He's a vegan guy, and you know that a lot of vegan food and a lot of keto food, well, they can overlap, but they usually don't on a typical vegan diet. You have to really narrow down to a vegan keto diet, which is totally possible, but that's not how he eats. So he eats mostly carb-rich foods, a lot of plant-based foods, but mostly carb, flour, stuff like that. So I kept it really simple for my dinners. So there's Wednesday night, Thursday night, Friday night, Saturday night. Those are 4 nights. So Wednesday night, I had a burger. It was good, and a salad with blue cheese dressing. It's pretty decent, not bad. Thursday night, options are a little bit different. I ended up going with the chicken wings because the nutrition information was posted online, so I was able to make a call on what I thought was the better option. That was Thursday night. Friday night, there's a pizza place that's right by the hotel. The kids love, and that was kind of like their night to pick what they wanted to do for dinner. So I ended up with this really sad Jimmy John's sandwich. Yeah, makes me sad again just thinking about it. So, and then Saturday, Stacy was back in town, and we went to Champs, and we her, Adam, and I all had burgers. He had the bun. Stacy and I did not. Here's a shot of Stacy's. I didn't actually take a picture of mine. I was too busy indigesting it. And burgers themselves are fairly easy. You can also order bacon with it, which makes it a bit more of a meal as opposed to just a standard 4-ounce burger or 3-ounce burger or whatever it might be. All right, so that was my breakfast and my dinner, and that's how I did it. Now, what did I bring with me? So I really only brought 2 main components with me. I brought an Epic bar. I brought several of them. Kids actually ate more than I did. And I brought my Zip Fizz. Those are the 2 main components that I was needing. Zip Fizz for the electrolytes, Epic bar for any hunger and stuff like that I might need. So I had an Epic bar on Thursday before dinner. So I had one of those. Just because I was feeling a little hungry. Maybe my omelet wasn't quite enough. The only other time I had an Epic bar is actually when I had that unwich. It just wasn't enough, guys. I needed more. So I ended up eating an Epic bar that night too. Then I also had a Zip Fizz every day, primarily for the electrolytes in it. You can use electrolyte powder. It doesn't have to be Zip Fizz, but it does give me magnesium and potassium, which I enjoyed. And my steps were like 3 times normal. I think I had like 15 to 20,000 steps a day. Because of all the walking and stuff like that. We had to walk like 4 or 5 blocks to the convention center from our hotel, and then back, and we might have done that 2 or 3 times a day. So a lot of steps, a lot of stuff. I'm sure most of you guys have never heard of Gen Con. Those that you have, please leave me a comment below and what your thoughts are. Gen Con has changed over the years, but what is Gen Con? So Gen Con is a tabletop convention, and so they focus on games like Dungeons and Dragons. They focus on board games, all kinds of stuff like that. So it is huge, and it is so many people, and these are like gamers are like the nicest people on the planet, guys. Like literally awesome people. They're like me. No, so they're kind of, some of them are kind of nerdy, some of them, like some people you wouldn't even expect. Like there's just so many people. And they're all usually super friendly, but you also have these long hallways of crowds of people. Some of them are waiting for really long periods of time to get a new game or something like that. And there's also the role players who are, like myself, my boys, which we generally don't do because it's kind of expensive, and we can just play at home with our friends and stuff. Although it is a fun experience playing with other people who you've never played with before. But that's kind of also the board game. So they have like demos set up for board games. They have all kinds of art and, medieval weapons, clothing. I mean, there's tons of stuff. Definitely including some clips to kind of show you guys what you can see at Gen Con. And I'm glad that Stacy was coming down on Sunday. And spoiler alert, she is a big fan, and I'll share her words with you now. So Stacy survived Gen Con, and she came home with a whole new perspective on things.
There were just so many people that just look like regular people, like you and I. There were so many families. I was kind of surprised
a lot of families.
The amount of families that were there. I guess I expected it to be a lot of men. Like,
there's a ton of women dressed up.
Yeah.
All kinds of stuff.
I just was not prepared.
All right, so next year, are you going?
I'm going.
All right, and how many days are you going?
I think I want to go all 4 days.
Oh my God, all 4 days.
But I don't know. I'm going to have to put together a plan.
Yeah, for determining how you're going to do certain things.
Yes, okay. Because I don't think I can live and breathe game stuff for 4 days straight.
Yeah, that's rough.
I can't.
Yeah, well,
playing is good.
So I will go play at the fountain.
Yeah, well,
That's
there's
in
lots of cool
downtown
things
Indy.
to see in Indianapolis. Other side,
Because
So,
that
I
was
mean,
pretty cool.
Yeah, so in years past, I flew my drone around and I explored a little bit more.
And I can go take pictures of buildings like I was doing
Yeah.
a little bit with my phone.
There's a lot of historical buildings and stuff like that, and here's a couple of those. But overall, I mean, it's a pretty cool experience, and being part of something that large is kind of overwhelming, and but a lot of fun too.
Overwhelming to the point that it stressed me out and I got a migraine from it.
Yeah, exactly what happened. We ended up leaving early because Stacy wanted to do like just one day, just try it out, and then found out that all of these people, all of this stuff, and it just like her little influx capacitor was overwhelmed, just couldn't take it, and broke down. And basically, exactly what happened is exactly what I predicted would happen. I even told the boys, I'm like, so we're gonna go about 10 o'clock, which is when the doors open, probably a little later. Stacy's gonna get overwhelmed, but she's gonna power through. She's gonna end up with like a headache or something, not feel well because of all the stress that she puts herself under, and then we're gonna leave about 1:30, 2 o'clock. And I think we left at like 2:05.
Yeah.
If you've never checked out, obviously our Cookbook Keto, we feature a board game at pretty much every episode. So let's jump into what we brought back from Gen Con. So we survived, guys. Made it back from Gen Con. I think it was like 52. I think that's what it is. 52 years we've been doing this.
Dang.
Stacy's first one. So this is our spoils. This is our haul that we brought home. These are new games that we'll be playing, mostly with Nate and other people, of course. They were mostly taken in Stacy's direction. She really likes these type of games over here. And then she did a little research on this one here. And I picked this one up because I thought she'd like it because it's all band related and stuff. And then Obscurio, it's a similar game, close to Mysterium, that we really enjoy. And we played it actually, and she really likes it. Played somebody else's copy. And then she joined us on Sunday, as you know, and she got her very own copy. First game she's really ever bought, right? Sort of. I don't know anything about it. I looked it up on our website that we pull stuff up, and it was rated pretty well. So what is it about it that drew you to it?
Because it's underwater.
There you have it. And she also picked up
stupid things.
first generation t-shirt.
First one?
First time she's been there, she has to get a t-shirt. Like, it's like her thing.
T-shirts.
I've gone for 3 consecutive years. I have yet to get a t-shirt, a bag, or anything that says Gen Con on it all.
I get t-shirts for everything.
Yeah, I know. Waste of money. Especially when they don't fit.
Goes into a t-shirt quilt.
Yeah, it's still a waste because you don't actually have it done and your sewing machine's broke. But anyway, so that's how I survived the Gen Con eating keto. It wasn't too bad. There were some moments where it was a bit of a struggle. Mostly when we went to the pizza place and I ended up with Jimmy John's. That was kind of But
I did not. He sent me a picture of that. It did not look good.
no, it's just turkey and bacon wrapped in lettuce. But kept the keto. Come back, got some ice cream. Stacy's sprung on an enlightened ice cream bar.
I found enlightened ice cream bars at Meijer.
Which I'm sure she was super excited about. Just couldn't wait, so decided to surprise me. Which is funny because I left her those tortilla chips as a surprise for when I was gone.
Yeah,
Did you like
I only
those, by
ate
the
one
way?
bag.
Yeah, do you like them though?
They're good. I like the barbecue better. Plus the barbecue are one less carb.
One less carb. Yeah, I knew that might be a point of contention for her. It had to be really good to be worthy of carb. So that's it for us. Hope you guys enjoyed. Hope some of these tips might have helped you stay keto. Until next time.
Stay keto.
See you guys. Got home from a Gen Con, and Stacy surprised me with these Enlightenment Chip Swirl ice cream bars. I've been nibbling on it a little bit. They're pretty decent, and I probably wouldn't eat it except the fact that it's because it's 7 net carbs. But this is like my last day of vacation, and I'm very much under carbs, so cheers.